Hello, my name is Jang. I'm a math teacher. Welcome to a new video for IGCSE of vectors. So, what is a vector? A vector is an arrow that shows direction and size. To show a direction of left or right, we use the vector I, and for up and down, we use the vector J. For example, to show a vector that moves 3 units right and 4 units up, we use the vector 3i plus 4j. Likewise, to show a vector that moves 3 units left and 4 units down, we say the vector. We can also display these vectors as column vectors, where the number on the top represents the I vector and the number on the bottom represents the J vector. Okay, we get started with some notations. We can write a vector in like this: A, B, C, and so on. But if it's from one point to another point, like A to C, we write like this: an arrow and A to C, or O to A, where O stands for origin. Okay, so what is the magnitude of a vector? Well, it's just a fancy way of saying how long the vector is. It is the distance from the starting point to the end point. This is called the modulus or magnitude. And it is notated like this. For example, imagine a vector given by the coordinates 3i plus 4j. To find its magnitude, we use the Pythagorean theorem to form an equation where the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of its components. At the surface for this equation, we find the magnitude of a vector to be 5 units long. In real life, magnitude is frequently used to find the distance from a starting point to a destination, like in GPS systems. Let's continue with equal vectors. If A equals B, then A and B have the same directions, and the magnitude of A equals magnitude of B. But if they are negative vectors, if A equals negative B, then A and B are in the opposite direction, because one is going this way and one might be going this way, and the magnitude of A equals magnitude of B, then they will be the same length. And for zero vectors, if A is a zero vector or have zero magnitude, then the magnitude of A equals 0. Okay, next we continue the scalar multiplication of vector. If B equals Ka, where K is constant, which is bigger than 0, then A and B are in the same direction. And the magnitude of B equals magnitude of K times magnitude of A. But if B equals Ka, where K is less than 0, then A and B are in the opposite direction. And the magnitude of B equals magnitude of K times magnitude of A. Unit vectors have the magnitude of 1. If the magnitude of U is 1, U is known as a unit vector. the unit vector in the direction of a given vector A hat equals vector A over magnitude of A. That is called A hat. A hat is the length of one unit. Let A equals 3, 4. The magnitude would be square root of 3 square plus 4 square equals 5. 5 is not the unit vector as it doesn't have a magnitude of 1. So we want to find out the unit vector that has a magnitude of 1. You will have to divide 3 and 4 by the magnitude of 1. The magnitude of A. Hence, A hat equals vector A over magnitude of A equals 3 over magnitude of A, 4 over magnitude of A equals 3 over 5, 4 over 5. And we can display this in column vector like that.